kids, today we are moving to chapter 3, Management by Objectives and Management by Exception. So far in this unit, I shared few details about management like concept, management process, two different principles, main duties and subsidiary duties of a manager. Let's know how it is possible for a manager to bring a concern with success. Today's session starts with worksheet which consists of 3 questions. Starting with, Mr. Sridhar is a manager in Tata Motors. Write what will be his main duties. Explain any 5 duties. Second, Ms. Shakuntala is a leading entrepreneur in Coimbatore. Help her to design a communicative network that speeds up work. And a third one, write steps of planning for a tour to Melbourne in Australia. Let's move into today's topic. Topic covered in this session is meaning and definition of management by objectives, objectives of MBO, features of MBO, process of MBO, advantages and disadvantages of MBO. Starting with meaning. Managers always have been challenged to produce results, but the modern manager must produce them in a time of rapid technological and social change. Managers must be able to use rapid changes to produce their results. They manage to anticipate changes and set aggressive forward-looking goals in order that they may ultimately begin to make changes when and where they want it to, and in that way gain greater control of their environments and their own destinies. The most important tool of the manager is setting and achieving goals. To achieve results, the manager must first be able to instill in the workers a sense of vital commitment and desire to contribute to organizational goals. Second, control and coordinate the efforts of workers towards goal accomplishment. And last, help his or her subordinate to grow in ability so that they can make greater contributions. In hope of increasing individual production and contribution, managers have resorted to many different approaches. They have tried to get commitment and hard work through economic pressure and rewards. They have sought greater production by teaching the workers the best or more effective ways to do a job. And they have tried communicating to their employees into a sense of well-being, hoping that their comfort would produce a desire to contribute all these approaches and have some success. But none succeeded totally in this age of changes and socio-technological turmoil. MBO in India. MBO was introduced in India in the early 70s. The Indian company with the longest history of practicing MBO is Madura Coats. Why should we need MBO? Today's technological environment requires specialized knowledge, specialized skills and specialized workers. The danger is that these specialized workers, in their quest for perfection within the narrow confines of their specialized function, they often tend to lose sight of organizational goals. MBO helps people to work together with various functional specialists for the achievement of the firm's overall objectives. Concept of MBO. It emphasizes on result rather than activities. In MBO, the starting point is identification of results which are important to the organization and then working backwards to sections which activities can lead to these results. If the manager always keeps in mind the result for which he is accountable, he can change his style of working towards result achievement. Objectives for specific managerial position. Aims, long-term vision, sometimes called as mission. Example, to be the number one grocery retailer in India. Objectives, specific items that will help achieving aims. Example, to increase customer satisfaction through availability and online shopping facilities. Characteristics of sound objectives, you should be smart, you should be measurable, you can be attainable, you should be reasonable or realistic, or there should be a time bound. Participatory or joint objective settings. All operating objectives are derived from the corporate objectives by breaking them down into smaller workable and specific function areas as objectives. MBO, these objectives are set by concerned managers themselves in consultation with their superiors. Identification of key result area. There are 8 key result areas where managers must pursue clear objectives, starting with marketing, innovating, human organization, financial resources, physical resources, productivity, social responsibility, and profit requirements. Establishment of periodic review system. The purpose is to review the performance against objectives. The review may be held at intervals of every 3, 6, or 12 months. Review system is a way to ensure that the action in the desired direction is being taken and is yielding the desired result. Let's move with your topic, starting with your definition. According to George Ordan, MBO is a system wherein the superior and the subordinate managers of an organization jointly identifies its common goal, define each individual's major area of responsibility in terms of result expected of him, and uses these measures guides for operating the unit and assessing the contribution of each of its members. Professor Redden defines MBO as the establishment of effective standards for managerial position and periodic objectives linked vertically and horizontally with future planning and conversion of those into measurable time bounds. Let's move with objectives. It is to measure and judge performance of the organization and the work of subordinates. To relate individual performance to organize the goal of the organization. To clarify both the job to be done and the expectation of accomplishment. To foster increasing competency and growth of the subordinates. To enhance communication between superiors and subordinates. To serve as a basis of judgment about salary and promotion. To stimulate the subordinates' motivation. To serve as a device for organizational control and integration. Features. To integrate the goal of an organization and individuals. To combine long-run goals of the organization with short-run goals. To relate the organizational goals with society goals. MBO's emphasizes is not only on goals but also on effective performances. Pays constant attention to refining, modifying, and improving the goals created earlier. It increases the organizational capability of achieving goals at all levels. A high degree of motivation and satisfaction is available to employees. It recognizes the participation of employees in goal-setting process, aims at replacing the exercise of authority with consultation, encourages a climate of trust, goodwill, and will to perform. They have given you 5 steps of MBO process, starting with MBO for the next operating period begins. Whatever plan that I am being creating, we start with the plan. Then we move on with the organizational objectives, which will be reviewed. Whatever objective. Now in case if I am having a plan of just creating a turnover of 2 crores, now the present next financial year I like to just bring it as 3 crores. So my objective is being reviewed. I like to have some changes in my objective. Employees objective sets. I will just once in case if I am in need to increase my goal by 1 more crore, so I should make my employees objective also to be changed. So I will make my employees to work a little more, or I'll give them an incentive. So few kinds of objectives to the employees also will be changed. Once after I change the objective of the employee, I'll start monitoring in the progress which has been created by my employee. Then it will be evaluated. The performance of my employee will be evaluated and then started with the achievers reward. In the whole of my team, I will not just expect that all my persons will work properly. If they are working, then it is a benefit to my organization. These persons who have been working very well, as we expect, we give them rewards by giving some kind of increments or making them their posters to be improved. So we start with achievers reward. Finally end with what will be the next period beginning, what will be the operating period for the next year. So these are the 5 steps which have been given as objectives, management objectives. They have even given you the next set. Steps. This is a cyclical process again. Develops overall organizational level in the goals, establishing specific goals for various departments, subunits and individuals, formulating action plans, identifying the problems in the area or problematic areas, implements and maintains self-control, conduct periodic review of the plans, appraises performance of the subordinates, and starts once again with the developing goal of the organization. Process of MBO. They have given it with 8 points, starting with defining organizational objectives, goal of each section, fixing key result areas, setting subordinates, objectives and targets, matching resources, periodical review meetings, appraisal of activities, reappraisals of objectives. Defining organizational objective. It states why the business is started and it exists. Organizational objectives are framed by the top level employees of the organization. Then it moves downwards. First, long-term objectives are framed, then short-term objectives are framed, taking into account of achieving the long-term objectives. Goal of each section. Goals or objectives are expressed in a meaningful manner. These objectives are framed on overall objective of the organization. Period within which these objectives should be achieved is also fixed. Fixing key result area. Key result area are fixed on the basis of organizational objectives. Key result area are arranged on priority basis. KRA indicates the strength of an organization. The example of KRA are profitability, market standing, innovation, etc. Setting subordinate objectives or targets are fixed. It is preferable to fix the objective at lower level. There should be a free and frank discussion between the superior and his subordinates. Subordinates are induced to set standard themselves by giving an opportunity. If subordinates are allowed to do so, they may set high standard and chance of their accomplishment are higher. Matching resources with objectives. The objectives are framed on the basis of availability of resources like technical, personnel or raw material. If they are inadequately available, the objectives of an organization keeps changing accordingly. So, There is a need for matching resources with objectives. Next, the available resources should be properly allocated and utilized. Periodical review meetings. The superior and the subordinate should hold meetings periodically in which they discuss the progress in the accomplishment of objectives. This helps to share their personal view. The fixed standards may be changed in the light of progress. The periodical review meeting is held during the period set for achieving the objectives. Appraisal of activities. At the end of fixed period for achieving the objectives, there should be a discussion between the superiors and subordinates. This discussion is related with subordinates' performance against the specified standards. The superior should take correct action. The superior should identify the reasons for failure of achieving objectives. The problem faced by the subordinate should be identified and steps should be taken to tackle such problems. Reappraisal of objectives. An organization is a part of the world. There are a lot of changes within short period. The survival and growth of a modern business organization largely depends upon putting up with the changing conditions. So, the top management executive should review the organization's objective to frame an objective according to the changing situation. Advantages of MBO. Managers are involved in setting objectives at various levels of management, which ensures hard work to achieve them. MBO helps the managers to understand their role in total organization. Managers recognizes the need for planning and appreciates the planning. MBO provides a foundation for participative management. Subordinates are also involved in goal setting. A department doesn't work at cross purpose with another department. In other words, each department's objectives are consistent with the objectives of the whole organization. Systematic evaluation of performance is made with the help of MBO. MBO gives the criteria of performance. It helps to take corrective actions. Delegation of authority is easily done with the help of MBO. MBO motivates the workers by job enrichment and makes the job meaningful. The responsibility of a worker is fixed through MBO. Decision is taken by the management very quickly. The reason is that each worker knows the purpose of taking a decision and does not oppose the decision. Disadvantages of MBO. MBO fails to explain the philosophy. Most of the executives do not know how MBO works. What is MBO and why is MBO necessary and how participants are benefited by MBO. MBO is a time-consuming process. Much time is needed by superior people for framing the MBO. Next, it leads to heavy expenditure and also requires heavy paperwork. MBO emphasizes only on short-term objectives and does not consider the long-term objectives. The status of subordinates is necessary for proper objective settings, but there is no possibility for the process of MBO. MBO is rigid one. Objectives should be changed according to the changed circumstances, external or internal. If it is not done, the planned result cannot be obtained by any managers of the organization. So tomorrow we'll continue with management by exception. Thank you.